Okay, share with us, please. I mean, there are so many principles in this book. Which three stand out for you? Which three are you very passionate about? That can provide some kind of teasers. We don't want to let out
A lot.
everything in here.
I mean, I think the very first one is to say that, there are four dimensions to wealth. And, the first dimension is health and well-being. And when we talk about health and well-being, we're talking about spiritual, emotional, psychological, mental, intellectual, and physical well-being. Now, there's this adage that says health is wealth. It is true. Because in my research of, bankruptcy and when people lose money, I found out that the first reason why people lose money is for health reasons. Now, 62% of people that go bankrupt, they go bankrupt because of health reasons. Now, interestingly, 75% of them have a health insurance that does not cover their health condition. So when they say health is wealth, you had better begin to take care of your health, because there's no amount of money that you have if you have a terminal disease that you can do anything with. That's one. Two is, I found out that in your retirement age, no matter how much money you put away, when you get old, right, 75% of retirees spend most of their retirement money on health issues. So it is to your benefit to invest in your health now. Now, the very first thing that you need to invest in is in yourself, your mental, intellectual development. Because as you grow older, you slow down. But if you do not put that work in now, physically, because you need to be able to, develop strength, stature, stamina, and fitness to carry you through in the ages that you cannot do the kind of workout that you need to do. That's physical. Mental is you need to read. You need to read. Then you need to think. Not a lot of people think. So you need to develop yourself, buy books, go for seminars, workshops, then develop your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and your self-belief. Your healthy self-worth is very critical, because that is the secret cocktail that determines your success. So that's the first dimension and principle that we teach people. The second is, people pay lip service to money being the cash. So that's the second dimension of wealth, true wealth, cash. But not just cash, right? It is cash in terms of your revenue, income, cash in terms of your savings, cash in terms of your investment, cash in terms of, your assets. Then the third dimension is your social equity, your political power, your relevance and relationship with people. I often say that, your network determines your net worth. Without social influence, without relationships, without tangible, valuable relationships, forget about sustaining wealth. And the last one is time. This is such a powerful component of wealth creation that, the rich man, understands that he has 24 hours, so he creates more time, knowing that it is time that is value that he exchanges for more money. So the rich man spends money to buy more time. The poor man wastes his time to look for money. So a poor man can come wait on you for 5 days because he wants 5,000 naira from you. What has he said to you? He's told you that 5 days of his life is worth only 5,000 naira. But what does a rich man do? A rich man employs 1,000 people and pays them whatever they want so that he can buy their life and their time, so that he adds it to his. So if you add 10 hours to 1,000 people, that's how many hours? That's 10,000 hours plus his own 24 hours. So you're wondering, why does the rich man have so much? He has so much because he has so much time.
Okay, so let me read a few things I found interesting from your book, a few quotes of yours from your book, and then I'll ask you to say maybe one or two things about each of them. Okay. Now, you've written here that The rich believe that they are free to become and achieve anything they want. The poor believe they are in bondage, restrained or constrained by external forces from becoming and achieving anything.
You know, the poor man will blame anything, including voodoo. People throwing arrows at him from his village, his forefathers, his father, you know, not sending him to school for his lot. You know, it was Bill Gates that said that if you are born poor, it's not your fault. If you remain poor, it's your fault.
That's your fault. Interesting.
So the poor man still at the age of 40, 50, 55 blames circumstances
For his situation.
for his situation, not knowing that he has the power to become anything that he was created to be. You know, I often say to people that, you know, the two most important days in a man's life is the day that he's born and the day that he discovers his purpose. You know, you are the captain of your ship, you are the driver towards your destiny, and you are the master of your fate. Nobody is master of your fate. So the rich man takes personal responsibility for his past, shakes it off, then he pursues his dream, and he begins to create the future of his dream. The poor man, no, he doesn't. He blames other people.